Gibbs is in. So sad, man. You should have got him in. It was a great opportunity to grow your player. Looks like it's going to be a little rainy here in London, Emirates Stadium. Arsenal hosting Man United. But again, thanks to that holiday growth bonus, we saw a lot of jumps up in the offseason, which is pretty awesome because now you're starting to see that separation. Instead of everybody being a 55 or a 58, now you're seeing 62s and 61s. Let's look at the Gunners lineup. 10 Farmer, as we talked about in the back. Gibson, Bamber, and Palmer in that back three. You got Jake Ellis in the CDM. Josh Wood, Bert Talang, and Adebayor playing a high midfield. And up top, you've got Jack Shepard and Brian Steinhauer. This is how they're going to line up. Obviously, the Gunners and manager Joe always focused on scoring goals. Jacob Bolotin Champagne is going to be the first sub off the bench. Man United, Samuel L. Blackman. You got James Emilson, Horvath, and Dunkley in the back like we talked about earlier. Leo Smith, Jacob Ross, and Fletcher are going to man the midfield. And then you got the cool hairdo of Llewellyn with Chapman and Jones up top. That Chapman-Jones combination, adding now Llewellyn, is going to be a tough front line for defenses to defend. Looks like we're pretty much ready here. Everybody's excited for the first game of the season. Arsenal hosting Man United. Arsenal looks pretty stoked. Expecting some big things from Josh Wood. Adebayor, I think, is going to be a sleeper. But one of the biggest sleepers, like we talked about in the draft, is going to be Brian Steinhauer. He's getting the start up top. There was a battle between who was going to start up there, Bolotin or Steinhauer, but the manager went with Steinhauer. Pretty exciting stuff. Steinhauer's going to be a big star in this league. Let's get things started here. Live from Emirates. And there's a fan favorite, Talang, with the sweet hairdo, as we always have talked about. Wood here at the bottom of your screen kicks it back to Burt. Ellis gets his first touch of the game. Wood again here at the bottom of your screen. Puts it into Shepard. Shepard with his first touch. Joe Burt. And nice play there by Horvath. And back come United. United's looking to control the ball in the midfield with this 4-3-3, especially considering Arsenal's running with this 3-1-4-2, really pressing up. Chapman's got his first touch, back down to Jones. Jones fighting him off, fighting Gibson off, but Gibson's still on him. Nice play there by Gibson. Dunkley's playing a high line here. And it's an offsides. Jones really wasn't paying much attention. I don't think he was expecting that ball back from Dunkley. Close call. Nonetheless, offsides. Back the ball goes to Arsenal. Here, 8th minute, first half, first game of the season. I know you guys are excited. I can't wait to do some live games too. I just didn't have time this morning to set up everything on the Twitch, but that's coming, rest assured. That way you'll be able to log on with me and banter back and forth. Ellis with the ball, puts it out to Wood. Wood back up to Shepard, back to Wood. And there's Steinhauer. That's a poor pass there by Steinhauer, turns the ball over, and back comes. There's Llewellyn. You can see him from outer space. Huge hit over there. Wow. Couldn't tell if that was Troy Palmer putting the level on him or what. But it's going to be a foul. Looks like Jacob Ross is lining up here for the kick. See if he dumps it in. He is going to try to dump it in. Just over the head of Paul Jones and out of bounds. Ross frustrated with that. I think Jones knew exactly what he was doing. Tried to get there, but it just sailed a little bit high. Neither of the keepers have been much tested here in the first 13 minutes of the game. Farmer plays it out. Gibson's got the ball here at the bottom of your screen. There's a turnover there. Poor pass. Llewellyn trying to get numbers here. Connor James back to Ross. And there's a turnover in the midfield. Fletcher turned it over. And back come the Gunners. Should be an interesting season with some of these significant upgrades. Long ball goes out. Turnover. Getting a little sloppy here in the 17th minute. But it should be pretty interesting. A lot of pace additions during the offseason. Another long ball. Looks like it might find its man. Jones tracks it down. Nice play by Jones. But Gibson, who's just been tough so far, equal to the task, forces the turnover. Ellis in the midfield. But we've got a lot of guys now that are in the 60s. Before it was mid to upper 50s. Now we've got some guys in the mid 60s. So the quality of the games are going to slowly start significantly increasing, which is awesome. We're finally starting to see some separation between the players. Not everybody is a 58 or a 55. I think Morgan DeMarco might be the highest rated player in the game at a 66 right now. That ball's dumped down. Blackman up to the task and boots it towards midfield. Steinhauer with the steal. Talang up to Shepard. Back to Steinhauer. Steinhauer rolls one. Nice block there. Ball came out to Shepard. Shepard shank-a-mananked it way wide there. Probably missed the goal by 8 feet. Not much going right there for Blackman. Just kind of watching that ball sail wide. The highest rated players on Arsenal right now are Jake Ellis, the captain, and Gareth Gibson back in that central right back role. And of course Tim Farmer, who's at a 70 as a keeper. The keeper's got some big boosts, but they won't be growing near as fast. There's a ball into the mid. Nice play right there. Good defense by the Gunners backfield, which is going to be stressed most of the season if they continue to run with this three in the back. But interestingly enough, with all the offense that the Gunners are trying to push, they really haven't had many opportunities other than that Jack Shepard miss. Possession seems to be pretty even in this game here in the 31st minute. Adebayor to Steinhauer, who loses it there. Looked like Fletcher forced the turnover. Fletcher tries to dump it down to Jones. You can see what the United team is trying to do. They're trying to find space for Jones on the left. He's had a couple of opportunities with space, but a few passes have not found their man. As you can see, top left, shots on target 0 for each team. But here comes Shepard into the box, dumps it back out to Wood. Wood looking for the cross. Blackman punches it away. Joe Burt maintains control. Adebayor at the top here with the ball. Finally, a little bit of excitement in this dreary game. But just like that, we got a turnover. Connor James dumps it to Llewellyn. Llewellyn back, and there is Llewellyn with some space at the top of your screen here. Doesn't seem like United wants to press much. Smith breaks in. He dumps it into Chapman, but Chapman loses the foot race to Farmer in the box, and Farmer cuts Chapman off. Best opportunity there for United that we've seen here in the 39th minute. Nice play to Chapman in the box. Chapman just couldn't get there in time. Farmer cut him off, and the game remains 0-0. Adebayor kind of loses that ball out of bounds. Arsenal fans pretty quiet. Got the corner here. Joe Burt dumps it into Steinhauer. Steinhauer with some nifty moves, puts it in the box, but Llewellyn clears it out. Foot race to the ball. Gibson catches it. Back to Corey Bamber. Bamber's been quiet so far, but that back line has looked good. Talang looks for the pass, but Jacob Ross snuffs it out. Dunkley and the United team come back the other way. Ross with some space, but a very poor pass to Jones. Not sure what Ross was doing right there. We're coming up on the whistle here, folks, for halftime. It's been quiet outside of that exciting play in the box, Chapman versus Farmer. It's been very, very quiet. Adebayor up top, maybe a last-second opportunity here for Arsenal, but he plays it back out to Ellis. Any second, we're going to get this whistle. Adebayor is trying to find somebody in the box. He's got a couple of men. Shepard now with the ball. Tries to dump it in. Controls it. Wasted opportunity there with some poor passing. And there's your whistle. 0-0 heading into the half. Pretty boring and quiet first half. If you love defense, it's been exciting. There's Jack Shepard walking off. Hairdo still looking good in the rain. Man, he's got some really good gel in that thing. So let's look at a couple of the stats. 3 shots for Arsenal. None of them are on goal. Arsenal has a slight lead in the possession game. I guess they did count that one last second shot as a shot on target. 47% possession. Really, really quiet game so far for United. But that's why we have 2 halves instead of 1. Pretty good stamina-wise. Everybody looking good for Arsenal. Let's resume this match. Second half, 0-0. Arsenal hosting Man United. Let's take a second to look a little bit more at the United squad. If it'll load up here on my computer. Joe Chapman's a 65. Vince Horvath is a 64. You got a nice little battle there. Landon Hardiman and Samuel Blackman as keepers. 65 for Hardiman, 63 for Blackman. There's news and rumors that Hardiman may be switching from that keeper position. Nice play there by Bamber. Gets it to Farmer. Farmer clears it out. But Landon Hardiman's really been working in training. Looking to play midfield maybe. That'll be interesting development. We'll have to see how that goes. But Samuel L. Blackman gets the start here. Hardiman watching. Hardiman's not the type of guy that's going to want to sit, so he's going to be looking for a keeper job somewhere else or work on that transition to a field player, which sounds like is already occurring. Josh Wood with the ball up top. 53rd minute. Joe Burt. Back to Wood. Nice play there. Trying to force a turnover, but Wood puts it into Gibson. Ball into Wood. Wood puts it back out. There's a shot on. Oh my gosh. What a huge save by Blackman. That happened quick. Ball 1 times in from Burt. Burt ropes it. Blackman just gets the hand on it. Huge save by the big keeper. Corner here. Talang drops it in. Can't find his man, but back out to Talang. Talang puts it in. Wood back to Talang. Trying to find a guy in the back. Nice defense, but there's another one-timer. Wow. Jake Ellis sneaks into the back of the box on the errant header. Had a shot, just kicked it wide. Ellis not happy with himself. But man, Arsenal's really trying to take over this game. Possession is definitely in favor of Arsenal. They were leading at the half, but they've really controlled most of this early second half here. Joe Burt and Jake Ellis trying to work on a tandem here with Taling. Steinhauer with the ball, dumps it down. Adebayor. He's got some room, tries to dump it in. That's going to force a corner here. But look at this save again. Joe Burt. Perfect shot. Blackman gets the big right hand on it and punches it wide. 60th minute, corner here for the Gunners. Joe Burt going to look to dump it in here. Nice curler into the box. Blackman again punches it away. Blackman's definitely the MVP of this game so far. Corey Bamber back to Ellis. Bamber's another one of those big kids that we like. Taling up top. Puts it in the box. Kicked away. Looked like that ball might have been cleared out by Emilson. But it's going to force another corner. There's the missed shot by the captain, Jake Ellis. Taling up top. Drops it in. There's the header just over the bar. Jeez. Joshua Wood definitely had some pace on that header. But it sails about 4 or 5 feet over the bar. Arsenal definitely pressing. Blackman trying to slow down the pace here a little bit. It's been quite frenetic. Trying to give his team a little bit of a breather here. Smith tries to find Llewellyn on the long ball. Llewellyn got there in time, put it in a box. Oh, jeez. Is that onside? What? Chapman finds the loose ball in the box and puts it away. The first goal of the season, of course, Joe Chapman puts it away. Nice, beautiful ball from Smith to Llewellyn. Llewellyn puts it in the box. There was a little bit of a mishandle there by Gibson. Chapman finds the garbage and puts it past Tim Farmer. Jones and Chapman hug it out, and United shockingly takes the 1-0 lead here at Emirates Stadium. 67th minute, goal by Chapman, likely going to be unassisted. It looked like there was a little bit of a miscue in the box. Couldn't tell if it was Bamber or Gibson. I think it might have been Gibson. Those are the breaks, though. Gibson's played a hell of a game so far. Sometimes when balls come flying in like that, they're hard to control on this wet surface. And United seems to have some breath, some wind beneath their wings here. They're playing hard. They're controlling the ball now. Llewellyn, little pep in their step. Chapman with the ball, drops it into Ross. Ross back to Chapman. Chapman's in the box. Llewellyn looking for the cross, puts it in the back. Farmer punches it away. Jones was sneaking in back there, looking to give the team a commanding lead. But that's going to be a corner here as Farmer punches it away. This game has gotten exciting quick. 72nd minute. Paul Jones here with the corner for United. Jones curls it in. Headed out. Emilson keeps it. Another quick shot. Punched wide by Farmer. I mean, just very quickly, Smith gets the ball in the box, one times it. Farmer had to stretch to get that one. This game has all of a sudden been turned on its heels. Momentum all in favor of United now. Arsenal looks a little bit lost. What a turn of events. Game was completely being controlled by the Gunners. And then one counter attack, and Chapman puts it away. And now The Gunners can't even get the ball. Dunkley with the ball here at the top of your screen, number 24. Jones dumps it into Ross, back to Dunkley. Ross puts it out to Fletcher. Fletcher likes to shoot from here, but dumps it down to Chapman. Chapman looking for something, gets the shot off, another save by Farmer. Chapman took the first shot, it was deflected, got the ball, and another great opportunity. Not much room there to squeeze it in between his old pal, Tim Farmer. Another corner here for United. Things getting worse for the Gunners. Paul Jones puts it in. There's the header. Farmer dives, but it didn't get all the way through, and back come the Gunners. Can Adebayor get it? There we go. Shepard's got some room, but United tracking back very well. Adebayor, who's got some good pace, back to Shepard. United did a great job getting back. Gunners have a couple of guys in the box. Shepard's looking to dump it in. There's the header, just wide. Didn't get much pace on that ball. Nice dump in. Just not enough. Steinhauer was trying to find the net, but didn't get him a oomph on that header. Tried to float it in. Floated just wide. Blackman taking his sweet old time, looking for this 1-0 victory and his first clean sheet of the year. Blackman's had a couple of decent saves in this one. He's got 4 clean sheets in his career, looking for his first one of this season in Game 1. Arsenal running out of time here. Josh Wood dumps it up to Ellis, back to Wood. Wood's got some space. Takes the shot. Another huge save by Blackman. Arsenal's not done yet. Tough angle to try to score from there, but Blackman was up to the test. I think Wood was wanting to pass that ball in the box, but the captain was up to the test. Arsenal and Talang here with another corner. Lots of corners here in the second half. Nice ball into the box, but Blackman everywhere all of a sudden punches it away. Controlled by Adebayor. Arsenal still remains with possession. Adebayor dumps it into the box to Shepard. Shepard with some space. Didn't get much on that. Relatively easy save there by Blackman. Again, it's tough to control the ball on the wet surface here. But Shepard with another nice opportunity for the Gunners. They just couldn't connect. Looks like Man United's content to try to run some of this clock out. Paul Jones with the ball. Here at the bottom of your screen, dumps it into Llewellyn. Llewellyn with the cross that earlier led to the Chapman goal. Llewellyn puts it back in. Nice play there by Bamber. And Arsenal may have one last opportunity. Ellis looking to get this ball and up the field here. Had to pull it back because it was nice closing in there. Steinhauer with the ball. Arsenal's running out of time. Any second this whistle's going to blow. Adebayor with the nice play by Burt to Adebayor. Talang back to Adebayor. Adebayor shanks the ball right out of bounds. That's a turnover, and that's probably going to be the game on this one. As you can see, Connor James is in no hurry, playing a little tippity-tap with himself. Decides to throw the ball back into Erun. Back to James. And it looks like Man United's going to win the first game of the season. Arsenal's going to go down. They had plenty of opportunities. They can't be mad at anything other than the score. Arsenal's got one last chance here. Drops it into Ellis. Ellis has still somehow controlled it. Burt to Steinhauer. Maybe a miracle in the making. Nope. Fletcher steals it in the middle of the field. And Arsenal drops at home in a game that was pretty boring to start things off. But Jones and Chapman celebrate. United gets 3 points. Arsenal a little bit dejected. Sharkman Palmer telling Chapman good game. Sharkman was quiet in this one, but don't expect that to be happening very often. He's an eccentric player in the league. Anybody named Sharkman has to be quite eccentric. And there's your goal, Chapman with the 67. Let's take a quick second. go through some of the statistics. Let's look at Arsenal. Some decent games here. Burt and Wood played pretty well. Shepherd pretty well. No goals for the Gunners. No assists for the Gunners. Passes completed. Joe Burt looked pretty good in the midfield. Bamber looked great in the back. Dribbles, Burt looked good again. Ellis was fantastic again. Tackles, Bamber and Wood notched a tackle, so did Gareth Gibson. Farmer had 4 saves. Wasn't much he can do on the final one that cost him the game. Match ratings, Joe Chapman, player of the game. Again, ignore these weird lineups as the teams display sometimes weirdly on the post-game screen. Chapman with a 7.6. It's a pretty low rating for man of the match, but nonetheless, he got the goal. No assist on that, as the ball was a loose ball. Actually, they gave the assist to Samuel Blackman. Not sure how that's possible, but definitely interesting. Shots on target, not much to write mom about. Chapman had a couple, one was the winner. Passes completed. Brandon Dunkley, Connor James looked really good. Tackles, the big boy Horvath got a tackle. Fletcher with a pair, and Samuel Blackman. Man, if Chapman didn't get man of the match, that thing belongs to Samuel Blackman, who was a beast there late in that game. But all in all, pretty fun game in the second half. 53% of the possession went to the Gunners, but that means absolutely nothing but a hill of beans. 9 shots. Not unexpected with the way that they press. Other than that, looks like United's going to go home with 3 points. So thanks for tuning in. Man United goes home with the victory over Arsenal. There's that Joe Burt huge save there by Blackman. Thanks for tuning in. The next game will be coming up here shortly. Go to the site, leave some banter, talk some crap. The Super Simulation Soccer League is back, people, and it's better than ever.